Hello, 7th graders, and welcome back to school. My name is Miss Lemons, and I'm going to be your math teacher this year. Before we begin our expectations and course navigation, I wanted to tell you just a little bit about myself. So I have a dog. That's this top picture. His name's Rocky. We like to run together. My favorite hobby is to travel, whether it's exploring a park nearby or going to another country. So the picture on the right is a waterfall in Canada. And then the absolute favorite place I've been to is Italy. So this picture on the bottom comes from the Colosseum in Rome. And lastly, of course, I love math. I also coach the math team here at Heritage, and last year in the Southeast Metro Division, we took 3rd place overall. And that's our trophy on the left. I'm excited to get to know all of you as well, so please join our Google Meets. The link is on Canvas. Use the code ROOM164. That'll be our room number when we're back in school. Hope to see you then. All right, so here's what your schedule is going to look like during distance learning. You will log into Google Meets and see your teacher face-to-face for every class, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. If you think you're going to forget that, notice this picture at the bottom here. You can use your clock app on your iPad to set a reminder for when each class starts. So if it helps you to set a reminder so you remember to join the Google Meet, go ahead and do that. Otherwise, you will meet with first hour at 9:30. You'll meet with second hour at 10:25. You'll meet with third hour at 11:20. Then you have homeroom. And then fourth hour is 12:35. Fifth hour is 1:30. Sixth hour is 2:25. And seventh hour is 3:20. One of those should also be lunchtime. You only are required to stay for 10 minutes on the Google Meet, but then you can feel free to reach out to that teacher for the rest of the hour. All right, so when we're on a Google Meet, what are some of our expectations? The camera, though required for some classes in the spring, is now optional. Our goal is that you're there. You can turn your camera off, and we are going to respect who has their camera on and who has their camera off, and not ask why someone chose to do one way or the other. Feel free to join, leave your camera off. A fun thing to do if you are going to leave your camera off is make an avatar or use like your picture as your profile so that we can still see your face. All right, another expectation is to be on time. Please log in at the class hour. I only have 10 minutes with you, so I want to use all 10 minutes. Another thing, if your camera is on, make sure you dress appropriately. You can be in your PJs, just make sure your PJs are appropriate. This is still school. All right, also use the chat appropriately. What does that mean? That means when I say type something in the chat, you're typing that in the chat and staying on topic. You can shout out to your friends at the beginning of class, but once we start going into content, don't use it to say hi to your friends. All right, lastly, be present. We're gonna talk day 1 on the Google Meet what it means to be present, but mainly this means being on time, listening to the Google Meet, what's going on, staying off your phone, and staying on topic. Our class will run through Canvas this year, so I wanted to give you a quick navigation of our Canvas site. This is the homepage, so when you go to Canvas and you click on Math 7, this is what's going to pop up first. Notice it has my phone number. That is my school office phone, but it's forwarded to my email and my personal phone. So I can get back to you. Call that number first. My preferred way of communication is email. While it might take me a while to get back to a phone call, I'll try to get back to emails like within an hour. So if you need a question answered soon, email me. That's my email. My office hours, these are my prep times, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, so 10:20 to 11 a.m. or 2:20 to 3 p.m. You can also schedule an appointment on Wednesday if you want to meet one-on-one in Google Meets or even in a small group. Wednesday is going to be the best day for that. All right, when you log into Canvas, this is where you're going to click for upcoming work. Once you click that upcoming work button, it's going to lead you to our current module, in which case we are in Module 1 right now. So notice at the top of Module 1, September 14th, welcome. Our assignments are all going to be organized with the date and the title. So if it's September 14th, you're looking for the assignment titled September 14th, which is going to be in our current module. So you click the current module button on the home page, it brings you here, you find the assignment with today's date. These will also be announced in daily announcements where I'll give a link to the same assignment. All right, so once you click on that assignment, it's going to bring you here. Each assignment will have 3 portions to it. It's going to have a learning target, a lesson, and an assignment. The learning target tells you the goal or the topic for the day. So for day 1, your goal is just to understand classroom expectations. The lesson is normally a video, and it will be to watch the video. I try to keep my videos around 10 minutes. It might be more or less. And then the assignment is what you actually have to turn in for the day. So today's assignment is to complete this first day survey. So click that link. It's a Google form. It should only take you a couple minutes. Your assignment other days could be to do some textbook problems. You can do those in your notebook, or I'll have a PDF that you can download into Notability. Then you have to submit your work for the textbook problems. Some days your assignment could also be an IXL skill, where you will submit a screenshot of your score. All right, so a side note, homework is out of 4 points. So each homework assignment is 4 points. You get 2 points for completing every problem, 1 point for showing work, and 1 point for being on time. Notice how none of this is focused on whether it's correct or not. If you're trying your best, that's what we're focusing on. We'll go over homework in the Google Meets. So if you didn't get it right, I expect you to ask for help on it. You're going to have to advocate for your own learning, so ask for help. But the goal with homework is just that you're attempting every problem. Also, 1 point for being on time means late work can be submitted at any time during the same unit for 3 out of 4 points. Also note that while assignments might be graded in Canvas, your official grade is on Infinite Campus, so make sure you're logging into Infinite Campus to see your actual grade. All right, and last but not least, I am a firm believer in growth mindset, meaning that mistakes help us learn, and when we learn from them, we're only better for it. So after each chapter test or quiz, I'm going to allow test corrections. Here is our test correction procedure. You have 1 week to complete test corrections. You can get help from anyone, so use your resources. You can use classmates, parents, you can email me for help. Or you could even use Google. And once you find the right answer, on a separate sheet of paper, you're going to first label which question it was. That's hugely helpful in me for giving you points back. So number the problem question, you're going to rewrite the question, you're going to show the work for doing it the correct way, and then write a couple sentences explaining what you did wrong and what you needed to do to correct it. So write enough to prove that you understand it now. Not going to be super picky on that, but you do need to show the work for the correct way to solve it and write a sentence or 2 explaining what you did differently. You can earn half of the missed points back. So say you got 6 out of 10 on a quiz. That's 60%, that's a D. You do test corrections for all 4 problems, and you get half of those 4 points back. So half a point for each 4 problems is 2 points back. You just raised your D grade to a B. So these can be super helpful in raising grades and also learning from the mistakes, so that when we move on to more difficult concepts that build on what we're doing now, you understand it better and are able to do the more difficult concepts. All right, thanks for watching the welcome video. Again, feel free to email me with any questions, and I can't wait to see you all in class.